Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From the Daily Wire, comedian Trevor Noah offended by gender reveal parties. Child hasn't picked gender yet. You gotta be shitting me. I mean, anybody can claim the title of comedian. I mean, literally, anybody. Anybody. Regardless of their comedic skills. I mean, anybody. Regardless of the skills. Not quite like me. I'm a professional. I'm a professional. I can't even say that with a straight face. During a supposedly comedic segment on California wildfires, the Daily Show host Trevor Noah railed against gender reveal parties as outdated celebrations of a baby's genitalia, particularly given that we are learning about gender in 2020. You fucking retard. If you have a dick, you're a goddamn fucking male. If you have a pussy, you're a goddamn fucking woman. Regardless of genetic defects or birth defects. Those are called disorders and diseases for a fucking reason. Because they are not the standard, they are not the normal, they are the offshoot, the exception to the rule. They are, obviously, some people come and tend to lead a normal life, but depending on the disease of how many chromosomes, sexual chromosomes you have, you may lead a very different life. Probably as normal as you possibly could, but still very differently, because that's what it is. It's a genetic disorder, it's a disease, all those things. No, that does not and will never constitute a third, a fourth, or fifth gender. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Gender and sex, which are the same word, no, not the same word, but they mean the same thing. They are synonyms. Have you heard about that word? Well, they are not in a spectrum. They are a binary. The moment you become a third gender, then that means that the species, the entire species, biologically speaking, will need that third gender for reproduction. That's when it happens to be a third gender, a third sex, when you require that specific gender for reproduction. That's when it becomes multiple genders. It's a binary. You need a male and a female for reproduction. Obviously, there's exceptions here with science, everything else, but that's the exceptions, not the actual biological rule, because I can't even believe it, I'm actually talking and teaching this to a fucking grown-ups and adults. I cannot believe it. I'm actually, you know what? You need this to do this. See? Regardless if it's science, we can actually create a baby in a goddamn flask. Regardless of that outcome. While attempting a humorous bit about gender reveal party in California that potentially sparked the El Dorado fire, Noah interrupted the jokes with some woke knowledge. Of course, children don't know their gender until they are old enough to choose one themselves. No, this has to stop, right? No, let me do the NPC voice. This has to stop, right? Or if you insist on a gender reveal, you have to do something that helps the situation. The water's pink. It's a girl. The comedian said as a graphic of a helicopter dropping pink water over fire appeared over his left shoulder. Then Noah got deeply serious. And aside from all the damage it can cause, celebrating a baby's genitalia is starting to feel very outdated. Like, given everything we're learning about gender reveal parties should only happen when the child is old enough to know their actual gender, he said, adding, and to pitch in some cash for the fire damage. Is he retarded? I mean, people like him are actually even insisting that child actually transitions to any other gender as a child. That's absolutely child abuse. I am sorry, it is. Though no attempts to disconnect gender from biological sex, the two are inextricably connected, which is why if a person thinks that their gender is the opposite of their biological sex, it is called gender dysphoria. Precisely, that's how you happen to be diagnosed with transgenderism. That's when you become transgender, like the word. Have you noticed why the words have certain meanings? Only an idiot actually thinks that words don't have any meanings whatsoever. Imagine that. Oh, I'm gonna go photosynthesis in the car while drinking a monitor. See what kind of nonsense it becomes when you lose the definition of the words because you're woke piece of shit. Well, there you go. Back to the article. In a very progressive language, the American Psychiatric Association acknowledges this fact. Gender dysphoria involves a conflict between a person's physical or assigned gender, and the gender in which he/she. This makes it even harder for people who doesn't know English, or people who are learning English, or people who don't speak. Imagine, riddle me this. Am I speaking about one individual or multiple individuals? Write down in the comments below if you think I'm talking about one single individual or multiple. They love the yellow car. Is that a single individual or multiple individuals? Write below what you think. People with gender dysphoria may be uncomfortable with the gender they were assigned. It's sometimes described as being uncomfortable with their body, particularly developments during puberty, or being comfortable with the expected roles of their assigned gender. Noah has been open about his left-wing views. No problems in that. And last year, for example, the host lost it over Kanye West, suggesting Jesus Christ. Black people don't have to be Democrats. I agree, black people don't have to be Democrats. They can be whatever party they fucking choose. They are goddamn individuals, like me, like you. Noah argued West's comments about brainwashing were insulting and stressed that the Democrat Party is the best choice for minorities. The Daily Wire reported, no, it's not, because I'm not your goddamn fucking shield. The Democrat parties want to use minorities as goddamn shields for their aristocratic fucking belief. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me. This is what is more the fact that this people are brainwashed, or the fact that in America you have to vote for the system that gives you the best. This is goddamn. No one's speaking. I'm not even going to bother with this goddamn fucking retard. Damn it. Anyway, as you've seen, anybody can claim the title of comedian, including this goddamn fucking retard, me. So, and thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Good night.